It's right here.
Your permit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right there.
Police officer's checking you, see? That's the first cop that checked your license, isn't it?
I'm gonna tell Mom she's gonna freak out.
Tell
I'm
him.
gonna
Say I had a police officer check my learner's permit. Yeah, the chief of police checked your learner's permit. She's got the seatbelt thing down.
Can you see good out your side view mirrors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And take it right up here. We'll get on Lakeshire. Now, whenever you get onto a major road from like a bank or a store or something, you don't see a stop sign, but anytime you're accessing the public road or street, you're going to stop anyhow and make sure the traffic's clear. Good. So you may want to get a little bit more towards that center line.
I just don't want to hit anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And try to stay. There you go. That's fine. Now, so that's pretty acceptable. You know, you went over that line, but that's still okay.
You know what happens when you turn too sharp? You hit cars, right, Bart? Like I did on
When
the
you hit
Natchez
cars
Trace.
and you run
And
into-
rocks.
into
And rocks.
And you go into ditches and stuff too. So you don't want to cut so sharp that you're running into stuff like that.
Yeah, I've had 2 accidents in the past year or 2.
These
That-
little white lines on the side of the road kind of give you a guide, you know, that you don't want to go past those white
Which
lines.
way, straight?
Straight. Let's go straight.
That was the hardest thing on a motorcycle was turning right.
I like that house right there. It's cool.
It's good. Slow down. Now at this stop sign, take a left.
Oh man, I had a line of cars behind me.
Yeah, it's okay. Now this particular road will kind of come to a dead end, and you got to turn left up here. So,
Okay.
or right or left. So we're going to actually turn right and then take an immediate left. All right, and then a left.
So a right, middle.
Right. Right. See, this is your the right. You're going to take, and then that left right up there. So.
I'm gonna move that because my hands are like freezing.
That's how I was all day today.
All right, and then left right there.
You know the cars to the comfort of Shy. 60 degrees.
What?
See the Bart, did you do that?
Far. Don't do that.
I said we keep a temperature controllers for the comfort of the dog.
Wait on him. G-Bucks. Go ahead, go ahead. He's watching his dog. Go, go.
Keep going.
Now we come to a dead end up here and you got to take a left because you can't go forward. You run into the golf course up here. So you see the little white lines right there? You want to stay behind the white lines when you stop. Look for your traffic and then proceed. The cops will say if you go past that white line, you have actually run that stop sign.
I didn't know
You
that.
stopped.
I didn't
So
know
try
that.
to stop behind it.
Will you head to parallel park for your driver's test?
Probably.
Have you already passed the
Take a
written?
right.
Did you pass the written already?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't have to take it again.
No, ma'am.
Just kind of ease up. If you can't see, just ease up. And once you see that the coast is clear, then you make a turn. That was a good turn. You stayed really in that lane, so that was a good turn. Now there's a pretty sharp curve up here. This sign kind of tells you there's
Sorry.
some sharp curves coming up, so you're going to want to slow down so you can make these sharp curves. Slow down. You got another sharp curve coming up. Slow down because
Turn.
you're going to turn, make a kind of a hard turn up here, but I want you to make a left-hand turn also on this next street that's coming
What
up.
does that mean? Left-hand turn.
There's going to be a street right past this curve right here. You see the street up here? So I want you to make a left right here. Slow down.
Sorry.
Wrong foot.
Sorry.
So what that tells you was you took that curve a little bit too fast. So when you see these turns and curves come into play, you need to slow down and prepare for those turns.
Okay.
But you're doing really good.
Yeah, you're doing wonderful, Grace. I
Look at all
expected
these
it.
neighborhoods that we're going through, right?
Anybody that drives a Gator that well ought to be able to drive a car.
Absolutely. At this stop sign, we're going to take a left. And this is how a driving instructor would give you directions on where you're going to drive and everything. You know, at the stop sign. Go this way or that way. Car on your right, if you have two cars that come at the same time, go ahead. You got the right of way. If you approach an intersection and they do at the same time, the car on your right
Right.
always has the right of way. So
I had the right of way today at the mall, but did she care?
No, she did not.
stop sign. little hard on your brake because you weren't prepared for that stop sign. So that braking was a little bit too hard. Next time we'll do a little softer brake. Okay. Go. Now look at this sign that you got right here. That's indicating a bunch of curves that you're approaching. Prepare for it right now. So let off your gas. Get your speed reduced because it's going to go kind of like this. See how that car had to come around that curve? There's a big curve right up here. Take your foot off the gas. There you go. Cover your brakes. Good. Very good. Slow down. Don't too fast. You have to understand this is a neighborhood, so we don't want to get more than 20-25 miles an hour. You're almost up to 30. I think 30 is probably
30 is
the speed limit, but you got a learner's permit, so we're going to keep you about 20 miles an hour, somewhere around there, okay? Just because you say a 30 don't mean we're going to go through. Good stop.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Go. Let's go straight. Slow down. I want you to take a right at the next street.
Okay. Do I need my blinker?
Alright. You just passed the street. You just missed the street.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant this street.
I don't think we want to be on Jackson Street.
We're going to have to. We're going to.
Around?
No. Just go straight.
Okay.
Go straight.
I'm sorry. I didn't see that street.
Yeah. Go.
Straight?
Alright. Take the next street on the left. Next street on the left. You see it up there?
It starts right here.
That's it.
I didn't know there was a church around here.
Used to be a Pentecostal thing where they had dormitories, didn't it, Bart?
At this stop sign, take a right. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to make a big block. Now you could have gotten a ticket from that last stop because that was a rolling stop. It wasn't a good stop.
You got a cop in the car with you, Grace.
I'm just preparing her to take a right.
Does that mean she failed her driver's test today?
They may have gotten her, I don't know. Okay, pull up just a little bit because I can't even see over the, I can't see what the traffic looks like. It looks good, go. But don't hang on to that wheel kind of thing. I'm sorry, take right. Sometimes you'll get too involved and try to keep. You can
Let it spin.
yeah, let it spin sometimes. You know.
A street on the right.
Left. you look at this street, there's cars parked on both sides of the street here, and you just got this narrow little path down through here. So you're gonna want to stay kind of in the middle of the road.
You
But
don't.
you do. You want to stay in the middle because you don't want to get too far one way. So get in the middle of the road. And then if you see a car approaching, then you find an area where you can pull over, you know.
Uh-huh.
Looks like one of our patrol cars right up here. Wonder if that's one of our officers lives up here or what.
Shane used to live on this street.
Which way?
Take a ride.
Oh, right.
You see anything coming? Looks good. All right, go. Good. Good turn. Your acceleration, you really accelerate way too fast, though. So just don't apologize for it. These are just good things to know, you know.
Straight?
So yeah, turn your wheel all the way this way, and then once you start to straighten up, instead of having to hand over like this, if you'll kind of let loose of that wheel, it'll straighten up by itself.
So wait, I'm turning this way?
Yeah. So you got your hands on the wheel, but you just kind of loosen your grip on it and let the wheel slide through your hands, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna pull up.
Are you ready? Yeah. Alright, there you go, there you go. Good. Look, was that not easy? How'd
It
that
is.
feel? Didn't that feel better than having to try to fumble with the wheel? Take a ride. Stop.
What?
You ran the stop sign.
I stopped fully.
Now who's the cop in the car?
Me.
Okay.
I actually.
But you see, there's no stop sign here, but it's a dead end.
Well,
So
we
you're
still
gonna,
stop.
Well, no, you don't have to. You're just going to slow down and you're going to look and go ahead and make the turn. Like that. Now see, this one, because there's no stop sign, they've got a stop sign. They have to stop on that side. So you're allowed to slow down and roll through that one. Yeah. This sign shows that we're going through this curve right here. It's a sharp curve because they've reduced that speed limit from 30 miles an hour to 15 miles an hour. So they say, hey, caution. It's a pretty sharp curve here. Good.